scenario-based generative AI is one thing that I'm really keen on. So looking to be able to have certain assumptions or inputs into a situation and then be able to generate an AI version of what that scenario looks like for our staff to be able to interact in and learn from. An example of that might be a memory support unit, and we have a new resident come into a memory support unit, or a day respite centre with people with dementia. New client comes into the centre, and all of a sudden we might see a bit of a change in the mix of clients, therefore some different behaviours that we might not have foreseen previously. What do we know about the current client group? What do we know about our new client coming into the group? And how can we best prepare our staff to understand how to mitigate any potential incidents and risks and concerns with that new group? So I think anything scenario-based, particularly in a group setting, I'd be really excited to start to look at and see.
Absolutely. I think if you break generative AI down to its component parts, you've essentially got the ability to predict a token or a word on one hand, so stringing sentences together, and on the other is the verbal interface. And I actually think that that's the more interesting aspect here. It's the verbal interface. So in which context is it better to have a conversation and not read something or watch something? And for us, that's a home care worker sitting in their car by themselves, talking to an AI model and doing things that you do in a verbal way, such as reflective practice. So we think that the first really strong application is facilitating, supporting remote and isolated workers, which is what a home care worker is, to conduct a self-reflection or a reflective practice post maybe a difficult or successful client interaction in someone's home. And if you think about those interactions today, a home care worker might have a difficult conversation at 8 a.m. and at 9:15 they're on to their second client for the day. Really no time to process what just happened, and they have to show up for the rest of the day in a really good headspace. So we think there's an opportunity to use reflective practice with the verbal interface to support them to debrief post those interactions and prepare for their next consultation or their next client.
I think it's real-time support. So being able to use generative AI so that they can have almost a coach or mentor in their pocket in real time to be able to draw from, so that they can be troubleshooting issues as they come up in their day-to-day activities.